Put on.
Yes, please go mute yourself, everyone. If there okay. So in our last class, we completed our modeling. So there's still some topics are there on modeling, but so that will cover with the DAX only. Okay, that will cover with the DAX. Okay. So but today our topic is DAX. Okay, what is DAX? Okay, DAX is a data analysis expression. D means data, A means analysis, X means expression. Okay, Srinivas, we don't want any. Okay, so full form, we know the full form at the so your demo only we understood that, but what exactly the definition of DAX is, everyone wants to know that, right guys? Okay, so yes, so yeah, yes, I want to know, come on. Okay, so DAX is a collection of, okay, DAX is a collection of, okay, functions and operators, okay, functions and operators. So functions means what? Functions means, okay, so I will give a function space, okay, like sum, min, okay, max, count, okay, so calculate, okay, if, switch, these are the functions guys, okay, these are the functions, even month, okay, comma, year, okay, etc, okay, these are the functions. But what are the operators? Okay, so DAX means is a collection of functions and operators, right? So what are the operators? Operators means like plus, minus, yes, minus, equal to, okay, divided by, multiplication divided by, okay, greater than or equal to, yes, less than, okay, these are the operators, okay, etc. Okay, hope you are getting some idea, guys. Okay, DAX is a collection of functions and operators. Okay, so what is the importance of DAX? Okay, you explained very well what is DAX, but what is the importance of DAX, right? Okay, why DAX? Okay, next, why DAX? What is the importance of DAX? Yes, do you want to know that? Yes, type it. Okay, so yes, super. Yeah, so why DAX? Okay, to analyze your data deeply. Okay, to analyze data deeply, analysis data deeply, will go for DAX. Okay, means what? To analyze data deeply, will go for DAX means what? What kind of data analysis? Okay, what kind of data analysis? Okay, what kind of data analysis will go for a DAX? Okay, to find the sales growth. Okay, sales growth. Okay, sales growth. Okay, sales growth, and then to find the, okay, year over year sales, guys. Okay, so year over year sales. Okay, so to find the year over year sales, and then what? So YTD, okay, year to date sales, okay, and QTD, quarter to date sales, okay, to return a complex, okay, complex calculations base, okay, okay. So Srini was again saying complex calculations, okay, there may be a big calculation, something like that, okay, don't feel that case, okay, I'm here, I will explain, okay, DAX very simply, okay, so just I'm saying for complex calculations, okay, for complex calculations will go for DAX. Yes, hope you are getting why DAX. Okay, what is DAX and why DAX? Okay, hope you are getting. Just type yes, guys. Okay, type yes. Okay. So what is the prerequisites for DAX? Okay, what are the prerequisites? Okay, prerequisites for DAX. Okay, if you know the Excel formulas, guys. Okay, if you know the Excel formulas. Shirisha. Okay. So if you know the Excel formulas, okay, okay, so that is added advantage. Okay, if you don't know also no problem. Okay, but if you know the Excel formulas, okay, like we look up something kind of, okay, different of functions, okay, so that is added advantage. But pivot kind of things, okay, if you know that, that is added advantage. But if you don't know also no problem, I am here, I will explain, everything is clear. Guys, I request everyone, please go mute yourself, okay, so don't disturb others, please, please. Okay, yeah. And okay, so like where we'll write the DAX, okay, so like in which tools, okay, other than Power BI, where we will use that, okay, where we will use DAX. Okay, so DAX we will use in Power BI tabular model is, okay, tabular model called like SSES. Okay, in SSES there is a tabular model. So SSES will have the two model space. Okay, one is multi-dimensional model and then tabular model. Okay, multi-dimensional model will use the MDX. Okay, multi-dimensional expressions. Okay, MDX means multi-dimensional expression, and tabular model will use the DAX. Okay, in these two areas we use the DAX. Okay. So hope you are clear, guys. Okay, what is DAX? And we also discussed about the definition of DAX and why DAX. Okay, and what is the prerequisites for DAX, and then where we will use this DAX. Okay, in which tool we use this DAX. Now, okay, DAX mainly. Okay, so this 1 week. Okay, I'm going to explain DAX in 1 week, guys. Okay, this 1 week totally. Okay, we'll work on this. Measure, okay, measure, first one is a measure, and then second one is a column, and then third one is a new table, okay, new table, okay, new measure, new column, new table. Okay, so we are going to work on these three only. Okay, these are the, so these, by using these three we'll write a DAX. Okay, so we always use these three, okay, to write something by using DAX functions. Okay, if you want to write something, okay, you have to go with these three. Okay, so we'll call something like, okay, measure also. People will call new measure or calculated measure also. Okay, don't get confused, guys. Okay, people may okay, say like this. Okay, new measure, new column, okay, calculated measure. Okay, sorry, new measure or calculated measure. Okay, new column or calculated column also, calculated column also. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, table or calculated table. Okay, calculated table. Okay, so now Srinivas, what you explained, everything is okay, but we want to know what is column, okay, what is measure, or what is a table. So we want to know the behavior of the measure, and we want to know the behavior of the column, and when to choose what. Yes. Come on. Super. Definitely. Okay. Definitely. I will explain this. Okay. So first we'll go with the measure and column. Then after we'll go with the table. Okay, guys. So measure or column, we can write any data type, guys. Okay, we can write any data type, but I recommend to write on, okay, measure. Okay, measure recommend to write on number data type, guys. Okay, number data type. Both you can write a number, text, date, anything, but recommend to write on. Okay, so you column you can write any data type, guys. Okay, you can write on any data type. Okay, you can write on. Okay, that may be any data type means any data type. Any data type means what? Okay, number, comma, date, comma, text. Okay, any data type. Okay, that means okay. That is the first point. And then second point is okay. Second point. Measure is a scalar value. Scalar value means a single value. Okay. Measure always written a single value. Okay. Scalar value means just single value. Okay. Measure is a scalar value. Scalar value. But column is not a scalar value. Okay. So it's not a scalar value. Okay. We will prove that, guys. Okay. Each point, whatever I am writing here, okay, we will prove that in a Power BI. Okay. So you don't worry. Okay. It's not a scalar value. Scalar value, it's not a scalar value means it's not a single value. Okay. It's not a single value. And then measure is a dynamic calculation. Okay. Guys, you know what is dynamic calculation? Can anyone know? Just type it here, guys. Okay. What is dynamic calculation? Okay. What is dynamic calculations? Measure is a dynamic calculation and column is a runtime. Jyoti, you are right. Okay. Runtime calculations is nothing but a dynamic calculations. And it's a free calculation. Okay. Predefined calculation. Okay. Predefined calculation or static calculation. Okay. Predefined calculation or static calculation. Yes, none. Super. Most of the people knows that. Okay. Or static calculation. Yes. Okay. Column is a predefined calculation or static calculation. Okay. So dynamic. Okay. I will give one example, guys. Okay. So that you will understand. Okay. So dynamic, maybe some people don't know that, but for them, okay, I'm giving. So I will go with the real time example, guys. Okay. Real life example. Okay. So that everyone will sync with this measure and column. Okay. So real time example means like, okay, you are so making some roti. Okay. You are making roti. So everything on, okay. So you are, mixing that powder and making that roti, and then, okay, you are doing everything and even eating also at a time. Okay. So you are making and mixing that, powder and making, and then, okay, give it to the some person. Okay. That is, okay, on time process. It will take time or not, guys. Okay. It will take time or not. Okay. It's a run time, right? Okay. Everything is making on dynamically. Okay. It's taking, okay. It always take what? CPU processing time. Like the same way, guys. Okay. It will take CPU same way. Okay. There is a processing time. Okay. In real life, okay. Making roti, it will take some time. Okay. So same way it will take, okay. Measure also, it's system related, right? The same way, okay. It will take, it's a kind of fast food, guys. Okay. So on the fly, it will make some food. Okay. So, but for that, it will take some time. But if it is already ready, so food is already there, you have to make some storage, right? Okay. You have to make some storage, some hard box. Okay. You prepared your roti and then you have to make it in one hard box. Okay. That is storage. Okay. It needs some storage, but it's a dynamic process. Okay. It's don't require any storage. Okay. But it will take some processing time. Guys, are you getting? Okay. So is that relevant? Okay. So my example, whatever the example I said. Okay. So is that make sense, guys? Okay. Type MS. Okay. Is that make sense? Okay. If it is a predefined calculation, you require some hard box. Okay. Suppose you are making roti. So to that, okay, you have to keep one hard box, guys. Okay. If you want to use somehow, okay, you need one hard box. The same way, it will take CPU memory, guys. Okay. It will take CPU memory. Memory is required here. Okay. For this, processing is required, but for this, memory is required. How the roti, okay, if you okay, before only if you make, okay, you have to keep somewhere that is hard box. But so if on the fly you are preparing, so that required processing time. Guys, hope you are getting. Okay. Hope you are getting, right? So that is called dynamic and CPU processing time and CPU memory. Okay. So super. And then fifth point, guys. Okay. Fifth point. So we can see the, I don't know, check your, okay. If you don't know the CPU, check, okay. Check in Google. Okay. Computer basics. Okay. But, okay. So you see that. Okay. Okay. So now What is that? So yeah. Okay, results. Okay, so measure results we can see. Okay, we can see in visuals only. Okay, we can see in visuals only. Okay, but column results we can see in data tab. Yes. Okay, so is that clear? So we'll discuss some more points. First we'll create one measure and one column. Okay guys, first we'll create one measure and one column, then after we'll discuss some more points. Okay, these are the some points for now. Okay, we'll prove all these 5 points now. Okay, we'll prove all these 5 points for now, and then we'll discuss some more points. Okay, before that guys, okay, before that, okay, we'll discuss about some basic syntax. Okay, basic syntax formula. Basic syntax. Okay, syntax for DAX. Okay, basic syntax for DAX. Okay, so what are the rules? Okay, we have some rules, guys. Okay, first we should have measure name. Okay, measure name or column name. Okay, column name or table name, guys. Okay, that is the first rule number 1. And then second, rule number 2 is equal operator. Okay, rule number 2 is equal operator. Rule number 3 is function name. Okay, function name, which function you are writing. And then rule number 4 is open parenthesis and then close parenthesis. Okay, rule number 5 is table name. And then rule number 6 is column name. Okay, so we'll satisfy all these rules and then we'll create a measure and column base. Okay, we'll create a measure and column. Okay, hope you are clear with these rules. Okay, just type yes guys. Okay, we'll see that step by step in our DAX. Okay, so now open the file. Okay, Power BI file. Let me close this file, guys. Okay, let me close this. Okay, and then let's connect our regular file. Okay, let's connect our regular file, that is DIY BDC sales, something like that. Okay, so this one. Okay, let's connect that, and then so let me zoom it, guys. Okay, so maybe you were not able to see that. Okay, let's select, and then there are data is not clear. Okay, we'll go to the transform and then we'll clean the data. Okay, remove blanks. Okay, remove blanks, and then okay, there are some blank columns. Okay, we'll remove that. Okay, and then remove the columns. Okay, now okay, close and apply. Okay, so you want to see where is the okay measures and columns and table, right guys? Okay, so if you are in view tab, okay, so if you are in visualization tab, okay, if you go to the modeling, you can see all these 3 guys. Okay, you can see all these 3, but if you are in home tab, you cannot see. Okay, but initially, okay, initial days, okay, you may get confused. Okay, I'm seeing only measure. Where is the okay, we'll discuss about the navigation as well after this discussion. Okay, if you go to the home tab, okay, if you go to the data tab, okay, if you are in table tools case, okay, if you are in table tools, you can see that. But if you are in home tab, you cannot see. You'll see that. Okay, so if you go to the home tab, okay, in home tab also I think okay, you can see. Okay, but in data tab you can see everywhere. Okay, so in data tools and then okay here, and then modeling also. Okay, if you go to the modeling, okay, in modeling we cannot see that. Okay, you cannot create from modeling tab. Okay, you can create only from data tab and then visualization. Okay, so yeah, we are discussing about this part, guys. Okay, so we are discussing about this part. Okay, so what is new measure and what is new column? Okay, new table. Okay, so this part we are discussing. Okay, so now let me create one measure, guys. Okay, so you can right click and create also measure and column, or else you can go and click here. Okay, so to create a measure, okay, you click on new measure, guys. Okay, you click on new measure. Okay, from here also. Okay, so create a measure. Okay, measure what I said. Okay, first point, guys. Okay, what I said, recommend to write on number data type. Okay, so even when I explain some number functions, okay, so what is my total sales amount? Okay, what is my total sales amount? Okay, so here is the sales amount, daily transactional data. Okay, daily transactional data, but I want the total sales. Okay, this is formula bar, guys. Okay, this is the formula bar. Okay, here we have to write a DAX. Okay, this is called formula bar. Here we have to write a DAX. Okay, first rule number one. What is that? Measure name. Okay, total sales, guys. Okay, measure name is total sales. And then second rule number two. Okay, what is the rule number two? Rule number two is equal operator. Okay, so there is an equal operator, guys. Okay, next rule number three. Okay, if you want in Excel also, if you want a total sales, okay, how you will do? By using sum, auto sum or sum you will use, and then you will do the. So I will explain some later, guys. Okay, there is a sum x and count a, count x, are different functions are there. We'll discuss that, but for now, to create a measure, we'll go this. Okay, so next, after function, what is immediately? Open parenthesis and then close parenthesis. Okay, let me write to that. Open parenthesis and close parenthesis, guys. Okay, next, what is that? Table name, guys. Okay, so fifth point is table name. Okay, you can go, that is the DIY BDC sales. Okay, so table name. Then after, open a square bracket. Okay, your column name, what is that? Sales amount. Okay, you can write a sales amount. Okay, so this is the measure name is a rule number one, and measure equal is a rule number two, and this is rule number three, and open parenthesis and close parenthesis are rule number four, and this is the rule number, okay, five, and then rule number six, case. Okay, so is that satisfied or not? Okay, is that satisfied or not? Okay, this is the rule number one. Okay, this is the rule number two. Okay, this is the rule number three. Okay, this is a rule number four. Okay, this is rule number five. Okay, this is rule number six. Okay, so hope you are clear with that. Okay, yes. So is that satisfied or not? Yes, just type yes, guys. Okay, if you are okay, if you are clear with that. Okay, what are the rules we okay, based on the rules we created the measure, right? Okay, so and also we created on the, yes, super, VCCC, VCC. Okay, very clear. Okay, super. Okay, we created a measure, guys. Okay, we created a measure. Okay, that measure name is total sales amount. Okay, total sales amount. Okay, that we created on the number data type, guys. Okay, so we created on the number data type as per the recommendation. I created on the number data type. Okay, and so it's giving. Okay, so if you see, okay, if you see, this is the total sales amount, guys. Okay, here is the total sales amount where we have created the measure. Okay, but you cannot see that results in the data type, guys. Okay, if you go here and then right arrow, right arrow, right arrow. Okay, so see, there is a, okay, there is no, okay, you cannot see that measure. Okay, so you cannot see that measure in the column list. Okay, in the data tab you cannot see. Okay, where we can see that? We can see that. Okay, we can see that in where? Visualization. Okay, in visual, where you can take any visual, you can see that. But better I am going with the card. Okay, it's a scalar value, right? Okay, it's a scalar value. Scalar value means single value. What is that? It's a single value. Yes. Okay, it's a single value or not? Okay, it's returning a single value. Agree? Okay, but I recommend, first point, recommend to write on number data type. I recommend to, okay, I have written on the number data type. And also second point, okay, it takes CPU processing time, right? Okay, okay, it's a small calculation. Okay, but we're selecting, okay, there is a some processing time. Okay, you observed or not? Okay, so like buffering, how, okay, when your internet is slow, how the buffering is happened. Okay, this is a small calculation. And also my laptop is 16 GB. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, it's not slow, but so it's very fast. Okay, simple calculation, and my capacity, okay, my system capacity is very high. So that is the reason you haven't seen that buffering, okay, buffering time, but CPU processing time. But okay, if it is a big calculation, okay, obviously, okay, there is a, you can see that processing time, okay, very clearly. Okay, so it's a scalar value. It will take, okay, it's a dynamic calculation when you, okay, use that measure in the visual only, we can see the results in a visual. Okay, guys, 5 points. Okay, whether it's satisfied or 5 points or not. Okay, so we have written the number. Okay, scalar value and dynamic calculation. Okay, it will take CPU processing. Okay, we can see the results in visual. Okay, maybe you may not satisfied here. Why? Because I'm telling guys. Okay, I'm telling why, because okay, so it's a very, my system configuration is very high, so that is the reason you may not satisfied with that point. Okay, but definitely you will come to know in future guys. Okay, whether when you are working on Power BI, definitely you will come to know. Okay, it will take CPU. Okay, guys, is that okay? Okay, my system configuration is very high. Okay, super. Thank you. Okay, so 5 points are satisfied. Okay, next we'll go with the column guys. Okay, we'll go with the column. Okay, super, awesome, thank you. Okay, so next, so there is a date diagram. Okay, from date I want a year. Okay, so actually this date is in integer data type actually. So we'll convert that into date. Okay, we'll convert that into date, and then we so this is the date actually. So it's not in a date or anything. Okay, so just any data type is there. So I converted into date and then close. From date I want to year separately. Okay, 4 letter into the dated. Okay, year I want to separately. Okay, so what I will do, so on date data types, okay, this whatever the 4-digit year number is there, I want to separately in separate column. Okay, for that time, okay, we'll go with the column. Okay, now I am going to create with the column. Okay, just click on column guys. Okay, click on column. Again, the formula bar open. Okay, so rule number 1, column name. Okay, column number is year number guys. Okay, so column number is year number, and then equal operator. Okay, and then year function. Okay, so year function will discuss about the date time function. Okay, when that date time function will come. Okay, that time we'll see. Okay, and then so after function we have to use open parenthesis and close parenthesis, and then table name DIY. Okay, DIY BDC sales. Okay, when this blue mark is there now, so you can come there and then you can click on that. Otherwise you can go with the tab. Okay, there is a tab. Okay, tab button you can use. Okay, and then so sales date, right guys? Okay, sales date. From sales date you want a year separately. Okay, from sales date you want year separately. Sorry, sales date. Okay, select that. Okay, by clicking also, or tab, by using tab also, just clicking. Okay, so that's it guys. Okay, and then enter. Okay, check whether the brackets are correct. Okay, so if you have extra bracket also, so it will give an error. Okay, just make sure that. Okay, so now, okay, so there is an extra column now. Okay, so there is an extra column now. See, okay, see this one. So year number, and then from this date. Okay, so it's showing it's not a scalar value. Guys, okay, it's not a scalar value. Okay, so and also the results. Okay, if you see the results. Okay, so each row. Okay, each row by row we have a. Okay, it's not a scalar value, right? And also we have written any data type. Okay, that may be date data type, or you can write. Okay, to concatenate these two columns into single column also, that is a column. Okay, so even we can split. Okay, yes. Okay, but okay, so we can do the things. Okay, whatever we do in a Power Query, we can do the things in DAX also. Okay, guys, whatever the things we'll do in a Power Query, we can do it, that is in a DAX, by using columns. Okay, by using columns we can do that, but more things. Okay, but complex calculations. Okay, simple calculation we'll do in Power Query, but complex calculations we cannot do in a DAX. But if the same things we can do in Power Query and then DAX, then which one we need to choose? Okay, which one we need to choose, guys? Okay, that we'll discuss after this measure and column. Okay, na? Okay, guys, just okay. Let's just type okay. Okay, which one we need to choose? What is the best practice and all? We'll discuss that. Okay, what is the best practice? We'll go with the Power Query or DAX. Okay, so just remind me if I miss that topic, guys. Okay, definitely we'll discuss that. Okay, so now, and it's not a scalar value, and also we can see the results in data tab. Okay, and also if you if the results in column. Okay, so it's taking memory or not, guys. Okay, it's taking memory or not. Okay, just type, okay, it's taking, okay, it's storing before only, storing somewhere, right? Storing memory. Okay, even this is also we satisfied. Okay, for column also we satisfied the this points, guys. Okay, you can write any data type, and then it's not a scalar value, and it's a predefined calculations, and it will take memory. Okay, it will take CPU memory, and then column results we can see in the data tab, guys. Whether we have seen in a data tab, okay, the results we can see in the data tab, and also so we have one more point. Measure is not belongs to any table, guys. Okay, the sixth point is, okay, measure is not belongs to, that will prove, guys. Okay, not belongs to any table, that will prove. And then, okay, but column is specific to table. Okay, even this point also will prove, guys. Okay, specific to table. And seventh point, okay, seventh point, you know what is that? So it's a filter level context. What is this? We are listening new. Okay, this is a new to for us. Okay, what is this filter level context? And what is this row level context? This is a row level context, guys. Okay, you don't worry, just remember this point. Okay, we will discuss, okay, in aggregation functions. Okay, we'll discuss very detail about the filter level context and row level context and cell level context and everything, guys. Okay, so just remember this point. Okay, that's it. Okay, but okay, this is the extra point, guys. Okay, if you didn't remember, okay, if you remember or not, it's not a problem. Okay, so yeah, one more point is there. Okay, important point. Measure will be, okay, measure will be refreshed. Okay, measure will be refreshed when visual will be refreshed. Okay, measure will be refreshed. Refreshed means recalculated. Refreshed means what? Recalculated. Okay, measure will be refreshed when visual is refreshed. Okay, visual is refreshed, but column will be refreshed when source data is refreshed. Okay, column will be refreshed when source data is refreshed. Okay, source data means, okay, whenever the source, okay, when the source so if to refresh, okay, we have to have a gateway if it is a on premises. Okay, that is different process, guys. Okay, if you refresh that, so okay, so then the column results will be refreshed. Okay, so new calculations will be happened. Okay, if the, okay, if anything new data comes in, okay, the new calculation will happen when the source data is refreshed. Okay, otherwise it will not be changed. Okay, and the ninth point, okay, if you know this point or not, that's not a problem, guys. Okay, just I'm giving for your information only. Okay, if you know the SQL, it's a kind of, okay, it's a kind of SQL view, guys. Okay, SQL view is just saved select query. It will save the, okay, select query. That's it. Okay, it's a kind of SQL view, but it will not store anywhere. Okay, at the runtime only it will execute this. Okay, even SQL view at the runtime only it will execute. Even measure also same like that only. It will store formula, but whenever you use that measure, okay, that time only it will run. Okay, runtime. Okay, even view also same. Okay, but here even it's a kind of table, guys. Okay, it's a kind of table in a SQL, guys. Hope you are clear. Okay, all these points are clear, guys. Okay, 9 points are given. Even interview, if you give, okay, 4 or 5 points also enough. Guys, is that easy or not? Okay, just type okay, easy or not. Okay, just type easy. 9 points again, I will explain, no problem. Just type easy. Okay, so this one recommend to data type, here recommend to any data type. Okay, it's here only number data type, and also it's a scalar value. Scalar value means what? Single. Okay, it's not a scalar value. Okay, that also we see in that, and it's a dynamic calculation. Okay, and the runtime it will do the calculation, guys. Okay, when you load that measure in a visual, okay, that time only it will do the calculation. It's a predefined calculation means, okay, predefined or static calculations. Okay, column is a predefined or static calculation. And okay, it's a dynamic calculation, right? So that is the reason it's take a CPU processing time, but it's takes CPU memory case. Okay, and results can see in only visual. That is also we proved, and results can see in data tab. Okay, that is also we have seen. Measure is not belongs to any table. Okay, this point will prove, guys. Okay, so to prove this, okay, I am going to create one empty table, guys. Okay, I will not enter any data. Just I will create as this. Okay, just the table name also I will not change anything. Okay, just as this I am going to. Okay, so just I am clicking on enter data, and then I'm creating one empty table. Okay, just where I'm clicking, you know. So just clicking on enter data. Okay, clicking on enter data. Okay, so just click load. Okay, click load. Just empty table I'm creating, guys. Okay, empty table I'm creating to move that measure to other table. Okay, to move that measure to other table. Why? Because measure is not belongs to any table, guys. Okay, measure is not belongs to any table. Okay, this is the one empty table which I have created just now. Okay, which I have created just now. Okay, let me move this measure. Okay, so when I click on this measure, guys. Okay, when I click on this measure, okay, there is a home table is there, guys. Okay, there is a home table, and also even we have a drop down on that. Okay, when you, okay, so when you click on that, okay, just go here and then just select the home table as a table. Okay, it's moved now, guys. Okay, it's moved. See, but okay, so you may get confused when we have a lot of column. So Srinivas dragged here and there. Okay, we are not able to see the measures. He said, okay, in table view we are not able to see that. But if you see, okay, here is a only measure and column. There is no measure results sketch. Okay, we are seeing very clearly. Okay, when we have two columns, that is measure or a column. So column is empty. So that is the reason it's not showing nothing. Okay, and but measure is not showing is anything in the data tab. Okay, is that point is satisfied or not? Okay, in data tab it will not show anything. Okay, measure will not show anything. Where we can see the measure results, we can see only in the visual. Okay, but also we satisfied. Okay, measure is not belongs to any table. Okay, measure is not belongs to any table. That is the reason I moved from that table to this table, guys. Okay, and same. Okay, if you go here, okay, this is our what column. Okay, if you try to, okay, same. Okay, maybe home table option is there. Okay, home table option is there. No. Okay, if you go home table, okay, maybe home button, there is no home table. Okay, and if you go with the help also, there is nothing. And then if you go with the tool, okay, so there is a table name, something it's showing, but there is no drop down. Okay, there is no drop down. If you go with the calculated column or column tools, there is no drop down, only data types we have. Okay, only data types we have, but column is belongs to specific table, guys. Okay, it's not, okay, it's not moved anywhere. Okay, it's specific to where you will create. You have to go that table and then click on that table. Okay, so and create a table on a specific column. Okay, so specific table. Okay, you have to create a table by selecting specific table. Okay, and then create a table, guys. Okay, so now we have seen, okay, the table creation and a measure and column creation, right? So now we have to see also how to edit or delete. Okay, we are not like Abhimanyu, we are like Arjun, guys. You know the difference between Abhimanyu and Arjun, guys. Okay, everyone knows that. Okay, maybe if you don't know, I will not explain the story, guys. Okay, if you know, just type as here. Okay. Okay. Yes, most of the people knows that. Yeah, we are not like a Abhimanyu, we are like a Arjun. So that is the reason. Okay, so not only creating, guys. Okay, so if you get a time, so you have to go and edit and then delete also. Okay, so but you should know that you should know 360 degrees. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, so we created, but and also we have to edit that. Okay, so how to do addition? Okay, so if you go here and then if you click on measure, guys, okay, it will open that, okay, it will open that measure, okay, in formula bar. Okay, it will open measure that in formula bar. Okay, so if you go here, okay, that is open in formula bar. Okay, if you want edit, okay, you can, okay, just what you can do, shift enter, guys. Okay, shift enter. Okay, these are the line numbers, guys. Okay, what is this 1 and 2, something you may feel. Okay, so these are the line numbers, code numbers. Okay, code line numbers. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, so here you can write some comment also. Okay, this is a total sales. Okay, total sales, something like that. Okay, if you, okay, total, okay, this will give total sales amount. Okay, just I'm giving sample. Okay, you may write some detailed information about your measure. Okay, step by step. If you want to write a comment, you can go and write a comment, so that, okay, if anyone read the code about, okay, if anyone read about your DAX, okay, they will simply understand. Okay, this will give total sales amount. Okay, so, okay, this way we can edit, guys. Okay, even not, I don't want sum, I want average also. You can go and change it to average. Okay, average, like this you can go, and then you can change also. Okay, so anyway, okay, so you can go in the change edit. Okay, or else if you want to add a comment, you can add it. Okay, so that way we can add even column also. Okay, even column also, you can go here and then in table. Okay, you can select a column. Okay, when you select a column, guys, okay, it automatically open that column in a formula bar. Okay, if you want to change the column name, okay, you can change it, or else if you want to change the function name year to month also, you can. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, it will give a month number, guys. Okay, here it will give the month number. See, okay, these are the months we have. So here we can do month numbers also. Okay, so that is about the edit. Okay, that is about, even here also you can add a comment. Okay, maybe measure only we can edit the comment. We can add something comment like in measure only. Don't feel that like this. Okay, here also shift enter. Okay, it will go to the next line, shift enter, guys. Okay, shift plus enter. Okay, shift plus enter. Okay, so that will give, or type here, guys. Okay, shift plus enter. Okay, so that you will remember, shift plus enter to move the next line of your code. Okay, type here, shift plus enter, guys. Okay, one is typing here in chat box. Yes, shift plus enter. Okay, type there. Okay, so that you will remember, guys. Okay, to move next line. Okay, need from everyone. Okay, even whether I'm seeing your message or not, you have to type it. Okay, so that you will remember. Okay, shift plus enter. Okay, if you want to add a comment, okay, to get month number from given date. Okay, so this is a not a year, it's a month number also. Okay, go and change that. Okay, so that way we can edit. But how to delete? Okay, so delete is easy, everyone knows that. Okay, so but it's very, okay, you should very careful about the delete, guys. Okay, so there is a delete. Okay, delete from model is there. Okay, you have to click on this delete. Okay, are you sure? It's asking. Okay, are you sure you want to delete? Yes, I want to delete. It will be deleted. Okay, it will be deleted, guys. Even measure also same. Okay, right click and then delete it. Okay, so it will be deleted. Okay, I'm not deleting, but it will be deleted. Okay, that is about the, okay, measure and column. Okay, measure and column, and then how to create, edit and delete also we have seen. Now, okay, navigations we will see, guys. Okay, in viewed, okay, in visualization tab. Okay, when we go to the modeling, okay, there we can see all three. Okay, so initial days you may get confused, but going forward you will not. But initial days you will get confused. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I don't want to you to confuse that. Okay, so go visualization. Okay, modeling. Okay, there you can see either measure, new measure, or column, or table, or else, okay, or else another step case. Okay, you can go. Okay, so there is a field section, guys. Okay, in the field section, you will have a multiple tables here. Okay, you can click on any table, and there you can see the first two is new measures and new columns. Okay, new measure and new column. Okay, so you can see two. Okay, so what is that step? Field section, visualization, field section, and then go to the table. Okay, go to the table, and then right click. Okay, right click. You can see only measure and column, not a table, guys. Okay, not a table. Okay, but when your visual home tab, guys. Okay, visual home tab. Okay, visual, and then home tab, you can see only the measure. Yeah. Okay, see that, guys. Okay, whether it's true or not. Okay, just go home. Okay, in home, if you are in home tab, okay, you can see only measure. Okay, but if you go to the modeling tab, guys. Okay, so if you are in table tools, you can see all. Okay, so sorry, data tab, not modeling tab. Sorry. Okay, go see where we are. Is this, guys? Okay, here shift enter. I copied everything or what? Even empty space also I copied. Okay. Okay. So next it is the data, and then in data tab, if you go to the table tools, okay, table tools, you can see all this. Okay. Even if you are in home tab also, in data tab, if you're in home tab also, you can see all this. Okay. You can see all this. So home button also, you will see all this. Okay, so if you're go with the data tab, okay, so in data tab, okay, field section, right click on this one. Okay, you will see that. Okay, so these are the things you can see. So hope you are clear with the navigations as well. Okay, so now we'll learn about the table, guys. Okay, okay, just type yes, guys. Okay, if you are clear with the navigation, just type yes. Hello. Yes, super. Okay, so now we'll discuss about the table. Okay, so what is table? Okay, new table or calculated table, guys. Okay, new table or calculated table. Okay, so what is this table? Okay, so why with this table? Okay, maybe people may have a lot of questions. Okay, what is this table? Why this table? Okay, why will go for this table? Yes, people may have the question. Okay, if you want to know that, yes, just type it. Okay, that is our favorite dialogue. Always, always our favorite dialogue. I want to know. Yes, super. We want to know. Okay, anything. Okay, yeah. So new table. Okay, we are not going to bring this table from the source case. Okay, we are not pick this source, whatever the table. Okay, whatever the DAX table, we are not going to pick this table from the source based on the existing tables. Okay, based on the existing data. If you create another table, okay, based on the existing data, if you create, okay, existing data, but if you create another table or using DAX function, if you create another table, that is called a new table or calculated table. Guys, are you getting the definition? Okay, based on the existing data. Okay, you are not going to pick this table from the source. We are not going to pick this table from the source. Whatever the data is there here, okay, from there only we are picking the data. Okay, from there only we are creating a new table. Okay, based on the existing data, we are creating a new table. Okay, so let me create. Okay, let me write it. Let me type it here, guys. Okay, based on existing table or existing data, existing tables or existing data. If you create another table is called new table or calculated table. Okay, hope the definition is clear, guys. Okay, hope the definition is clear. Just type yes. Okay, C, SC or anything. Okay, just let me have some water, guys. Okay, to create this table, guys, okay, to create this table, we have some separate functions that is only for the table. Okay, those functions is only for tables, guys. Okay, those are calendar. Second one is calendar auto, and then third one is calculated table, and then fourth one is a filter function, and then fifth one is okay. So there are so many, but I'm writing only 10, guys. Okay, only 10. I'm writing very frequented one. Okay, so then all, okay, and then sixth one is summarize. Okay, then seventh one is summarize column. Okay, these are only used to, you have to click on the new table, okay, and then create this. Okay, you cannot use this in a column, guys. Okay, calendar you cannot use in a column or measure, guys. I am saying again and again, we cannot use this calendar or calendar. Okay, maybe this filter or all, you may use that in a filter section in a calculate function. Okay, the calculate function will come and then we'll see that one, but this two maybe exception, but the remaining you cannot go and create in a measure or column, guys. Okay, and then okay, so eighth one is values. Okay, ninth one is union, and 10th one is top n function, top n. Okay, these are the functions we have to create specific to the table. Okay, so you have to click on this table only. Okay, you have to click on this new table, then only use that functions. Otherwise, don't use in a column or measure. Okay, so my previous students are doing mistakes again and again, same case. Okay, so the people are taking the new column and then creating a calendar, but calendar is a table function. It will create a table. Okay, don't go with the measure and column. Agree, guys? Understanding, is that make sense? Okay, is that make sense? MS makes sense. Super. Okay, so now, so we have created the measure and column. Okay, now we'll create a one table, guys. Okay, so that today class is fulfilled. Everything is completed, right? So just not everything is completed, but whatever the, okay, what is the table, okay, what is the column and what is the measure also we learned. Okay, everything. Okay, so for that, okay, we'll create one table. Okay, guys, we'll create one table by using calendar. Okay, so by using calendar. Okay, first of all, to create a table, we'll know about the calendar syntax, case. Okay, first syntax of calendar. Okay, what is this? Okay, why we'll go for this calendar and all, we'll discuss later. Okay, but for now we are why we'll go this calendar and all, we'll discuss later. But for now, we'll create a table. Okay, how to create a table we are learning this. Okay, how to create a table, how to create a new table we are learning. But why we have to create and all, we'll discuss later. Okay, there is a separate topic for this calendar auto. So why we'll go with the calendar, why we'll go with the calendar auto and all, we'll discuss later. Yes, are you getting, guys? Okay, so now, okay, what is the table, how to create the table? Okay, we'll see that. Agree? Okay, so I'm not explaining why. Okay, why this table I'm not explaining. Okay, so how to create this table I'm explaining it. Okay, try to understand this point. Okay, so calendar, open bracket, start date, comma, end date. Okay, this is the, okay, yes, everyone getting right? Just type yes, guys. Okay, so that if you give a response, okay, if you interact, this is an interactive session. I'm not going to give a lecture and then I'm not going to close this class. Not like that. Okay, every day. Okay, whenever I ask something, okay, so you have to type it. Okay, you have to respond. Okay, so that I can understand. Okay, so always I will keep, okay, this chat box here, guys. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, yeah. So calendar, start date, comma, end date. Okay, so now, so what is this start date and what is this end date? Okay, what exactly it will do? Okay, so first we'll see the definition of calendar, guys. Okay, it will create, okay, it will create a table. Okay, it will create a table. Okay, so it will create a table with a single column. Okay, with a single column of between your start date. Okay, given start date and end date. Okay, create a column between all all dates between one column, single column of all dates. Okay, all dates between start date and end date. Okay, start date and end date. Okay, I will explain this. Okay, you don't worry. Okay, I will explain very clearly. You don't worry. And end date. Okay, what is this start date and end date? Okay, you don't worry. So let me take some Excel guys. Okay, so I will go. Okay, I will go and I will do some things guys. Okay, so that anyhow you will understand. Okay, yeah. So you have some date here. Okay, you have some date here, and then if you go like this, okay, this is some column. Okay, what is the start date here? Okay, this is the start date. What is the end date here? This is the end date. Okay, so if you write, okay, this is your start date and this is your end date. Okay, so between these dates, okay, what are the dates is there? Okay, between this date. Okay, so if you give, okay, this is the start date and this is the end date. Okay, if you give that in a calendar, okay, between these dates, okay, whatever the dates are there, okay, between all dates, okay, it will create one table with one column. Okay, table with one column. Okay, it will create one table with one column of all dates between the given, okay, start date and end date. Yes, hope you are clear. Yes, hope you are clear. Okay, if I give a year starting date and a year ending date, okay, it will give between the dates, okay, whatever the start date and end date there, okay, between all dates, okay, it will create all dates, and then okay, one column of dates it will create. Okay, so hope you are getting. Okay, so that is the definition guys. Okay, let me go here and then okay, copy here. Okay, so let's copy here. Okay, so one more thing you need to understand guys. Okay, one more thing you need to understand. Okay, so if I give a date like this guys, okay, directly, okay, some first and 2021, and then 31st December 2021. Okay, if I give something like this, okay, the date it will not recognize directly guys. Okay, the date it will not recognize directly. Okay, this is my start date and this is my end date. Okay, think like that guys. Okay, so the date will not recognize directly. So for that there is a date function guys. Okay, date function. Okay, so what it will do, date, okay, it will have year, comma, month. Okay, that is the syntax. Okay, for date function, that is the syntax, year, month, day. Okay, it automatically, if you provide something like this, okay, if you provide something like this, okay, date, okay, year 2021, comma, month first, and then day 25. Okay, it's automatically convert like this case. Okay, it automatically converts something like this. Okay, so 25. Okay, first month, and then this is the 25. Okay, automatically it will convert like this. Okay, so now, okay, if your start date and end date is like this, okay, so now, so I want to create a start date with the date, right? So you can go and then, okay, so you can add your start date like this, okay, and then you can add your end date like this. Okay, you can keep change. Okay, so your month, okay, suppose 10th month and then 15th day. Okay, so 15th day, something like that. Okay guys, are you getting guys? Okay, so the date is clear, right? Okay, so we'll create a date, okay, like this. Okay, we'll create a calendar like this. Hope you are getting, right? So you guys, okay, sometimes I will say to remember this syntax. Okay, don't remember all this syntax, but calendar syntax you have to remember. Okay, people may ask you in interview, so you should remember the syntax. Okay, very simple syntax guys. Okay, nothing is there. Okay, but start date and end date is there. Okay, it's there something, but to remember that it's not that much hard, right? Okay, so now, okay, let me go here and then, so to create a calendar, which one I need to choose guys? type it here. Okay, which one I need to choose? New measure, new column, new table. Okay, which one I need to choose? Just type it here. Okay, which one? All this. Okay, to new table. Okay, super. Okay, you are on track. New table. Oh, shortcuts. Okay. So now, okay, awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, so what is my table name? Okay, so calendar table or date table. You can write a date table or dim date table, something like that. Okay, everything is fine, guys. Okay, dim date table or then after equal to, then after what is that? Function name. Okay, so just when you your selection is there and then click on tab. Okay, see, yes, okay, see the definition, see. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, that is the beauty of DAX. Okay, beauty of DAX, you know. Okay, it will give the syntax and also it will give the definition here. Okay, see, this is the definition. Return a table with one column of all dates between a start date and end date. Guys, so I have written the same thing, right? I've written the same thing. Okay, so first provide the start date and then comma end date. Okay, it's whenever you have to provide something. Okay, it will always ask. It will bold and then it will give underline, guys. Okay, after you keeping comma, it will automatically move that bold and underline to end date. Okay, let's do that, guys. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so date. Okay, date, open brackets. Okay, so see, for date also it's giving a syntax below. Date, year, month, and then date. Okay, so just enter 2021. So I'm creating manually, but there is an automation way also. We'll see that one. Okay, first we'll how to create a table we are learning. Okay, just first and then so 25th. Okay, something like that case. Okay, and then comma. Okay, next you have to give an end date. Okay, date, open brackets. Okay, date, open brackets, and then 2021. Okay, and then 2021, comma, 10th month, and then 15th day. That's 16th. Everything is fine. Then close. Okay, and then enter, guys. Okay, and then enter. Okay, it will create a one column. Okay, with one column. So you can create a multiple columns in a table. That's not a problem. But in column you cannot create a table, guys. Okay, just remember that. Okay, it's not a rule. Okay, it's not even proper way also. Okay, I hope you are getting right. Okay, so whatever the definition is satisfied. Okay, it's creating one table. Okay, so even we learned okay how to create a table also. Okay, how to create a table also. Yes. Okay, so now there are some functions, guys. Okay, now there are some functions. Okay, so there are some functions like date time functions are there. Okay, so there categorizations are there, guys. Okay, there are some functions categorizations are there. Okay, so this is okay, date time functions. Okay, in date time we have a okay date function. Okay, date functions something like this. Okay, I am again categorizing this. Okay, this is not categorizing by Microsoft. Okay, for your okay to understand easily, I have categorized it like this. Okay, three categorizations. Okay, first one is date. Okay, so here we have a year. Okay, and then second one is quarter. Okay, third one is month. Okay, fourth one is week number. Okay, and then weekday. Okay, and then date. Just now we have seen the date case. Okay, even calendar also comes under date function only. Calendar auto is also comes under date function, and then date time function case. Okay, next date time functions. Okay, what are the date time functions? Now we'll give the current date and time case. Okay, now we'll give the current date and time, and then UTC now. Okay, universal coordination today. Okay, and then UTC now. Okay, UTC now. Okay, these are the three functions. Okay, so in the date time, and then next time functions. Okay, so time functions like hours. Okay, hope you are understand the story now. Next minutes, and then seconds, and so on. So okay, so to understand easily, okay, to understand easily what are the date time functions we have. Okay, I categorize it. Okay, there is no Microsoft has given like this kind of, okay, don't say this is a date function, these are the date time functions and year functions. Okay, you have to say, okay, so these are all our date time functions. Okay, these are all our date time functions. But for your easy understanding, I have given that. Okay, okay, so whatever I categorized, is that easy or not, guys? Okay, so the list is easy or not? Okay, it always, okay, it will always ask the, you know, date parameter, guys. Okay, so super. Okay, it always asks the date parameters. Okay, if you go here and then, okay, it takes some date and then it will extract the, so 4-digit year number. Okay, and then always even quarter also, see, okay, quarter also will take date, and then okay, it will give some quarter number 1 to 4. Okay, one represents what? One represents January, February, March 2. Okay, 4 means October, November, December. Okay, so something like that. And then month, it will give the month numbers. Okay, so month, open bracket, date is equal to, it will provide 1 to 12 days. Okay, 1 means January, 12 means December. Okay, and then week number. Okay, week number something. Okay, we'll have 53 weeks. Okay, so even it will also take the date and then it will provide the 1 to 53 or 54. So something like that. Okay, and then weekday something like, okay, Sunday is 1 and Saturday is 7, something like that. Okay, weekday. Okay, it's also take the date and then it will also provide 1 to 7. Okay, 1 means Sunday, 7 means Saturday. Okay, and then date. Okay, so it will finally create the date, right? That is the reason. Okay, so it will have the year, comma, month, comma, day, and finally it's created date. So that is the reason it comes under date time functions. Okay, next calendar and calendar auto. Okay, we'll discuss tomorrow detailed. Okay, it will give the current date and time. Okay, it will give the current. These are also give the date and time only, but so UTC time zone. Okay, so minutes and hours. Okay, from dates, it will extract hours and minutes. Even that we have seen in a Power Query. Okay, that we have seen in a Power Query, like how to extract minutes and hours. Yes or no, guys? Okay, so even year, week number, and everything also we have seen in the Power Query. Okay, yes or no? Okay, so we have here and there. Okay, so then what? Okay, which one we need to use? Okay, Srinivas, whether you remember or not. Okay, just we are remembering. Okay, we are reminding. Okay, so what is the difference between a Power Query and DAX? Okay, if we do the things, okay, in both sides. Okay, which one we need to choose? I will give 3 points, guys. Okay, I will give 3 points. Shall I? Come on. Okay, we'll discuss this date time functions tomorrow, but I will give these 3 points. Do you want to know that? Come on. Okay, so if people may ask you an interview question like this, guys. Okay, so if the things are will do in DAX and Power Query, which one you need to choose? Okay, people may take, okay, so they don't know anything, but they will pick something like that. Okay, I will go with the Power Query, or I also will go with the DAX. Okay, if again they will ask why, okay, what is the reason? Okay, then that time, okay, so what they will do? They will be keep silent. Okay, but so I always choose, okay, my favorite topic, okay, always with the Power Query only. Okay, okay, so why? Okay, so the first point is I will choose only Power Query. Okay, I will choose. Okay, if your things can reach, okay, the results can achieve with by using both, okay, DAX and Power Query, I will choose Power Query case. Okay, Power Query. Why? Next, why? Okay, for why I am giving answer case. Okay, for why I am giving answer. Okay, so Power Query. Okay, Power Query. By button clicks case. Okay, so button clicks only. No need to remember any formulas and then functions and nothing. Okay, everything is a button click. Is button clicks. Okay, this is the first reason. And then second reason also I will tell you why we need to go with the Power Query. Okay, everything is a button clicks. No need to remember any syntax and all. And easy to share, guys. Okay, easy to share your code. to share your M code. M code with your colleagues or with your anyone. Okay, whatever you want to. Okay, you can share. Okay, so but if you write some, okay, if you write some, columns are okay. Suppose you write 20 measures. Okay, you have to go and take 20 times copy and then paste it in a notepad, and then you have to separate them, and then you have to send it. Okay, every time you have to copy, guys. Okay, if there is more than 20 also, you have to go and then copy. There is no option. There is no option to go and take entire the columns are measure measure code at a time. There is no option. But in M code, whatever the steps you applied, okay, you can take at a time. Just one control A and then control C and then send. Okay, so easy to share. Yes or no, guys. Okay, just type yes or no. Okay, and also fourth point also. Okay, I said only 3 points, but I am also giving the fourth point. Guys, okay, I'm also giving the fourth point. Okay, what is the fourth point? So whatever you will do, if you do it Power Query side, okay, your performance also will increase. Okay, so whatever the things you will do in Power source side, guys. Okay, so performance will be increased. Okay, so after loading, okay, if you take unwanted data, so which you are loading into your model, and that will burden of your model, guys. Okay, if you clean something at source level and then take the data into your model, okay, even model performance also will increase. Okay, so better to go with and do something. Okay, if you can achieve the things, okay, by using both, okay, then you can go and then use a Power Query. Yes, agree? Agree? Everyone agree? Okay, that we will see date functions tomorrow. But also whatever I said, okay, do you agree? Just type A, guys. Okay, just type A if you agree. Okay, so now, okay, we have 10 minutes. Okay, let me stop this recording.